Now, let's discuss this in details. How to find the balance between your academic life and your business as a student entrepreneur. Hello, good morning, and welcome to In Details podcast with AB Akpan. And today I'm going to share with you how I was able to find the balance between my academic life and business. Okay, so before now, when I started my business back in 2017 on campus, I was always all about, I just fell in love with the whole process. For the first time in my life, I was extremely useful. And did I say useful? No, I didn't say useful. I was simply useful and valuable. I was able to offer value to people, and then I got money in return. So I was like, this is awesome. And compared to school, I hope my lecturer does not listen to this. Compared to school, where you just have to learn this, and you don't even know how you're going to apply those things in the future, and the whole thing. But I mean, that is not true. Okay, so it's not like a quick thing for me. I could see you learn this, example SEO. You learn how to optimize websites on Google, and then you see the results, and it's like, impressive. So I was in love with what I was doing. I loved it with all my heart. And then that was it. So the tour, everything was like, it's a win. So I lost the whole school thing. I wasn't even interested in school again. I was considering maybe dropping out, just doing the whole Mark Zuckerberg story, all the rich guys in the world dropped out of school. I thank you, not listen to them. So I was considering that a lot. And before now, with the whole thing, I was too focused on business that I lost school entirely. I lost touch with my colleagues too. And my colleagues were not helping me. God, those people were good people. They were not helping me at all. This one, and I'm pressing laptop. Everywhere you be pressing laptop. And I had one girl that was on my neck. I'll mention her name. That girl. Her name is Joy. Joy was always on my neck. AB, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in class. AB, what is your problem? AB, you think you came to school to press laptop? AB, seriously, you have been missing classes. Do you know what you're missing out on? And Joy is not giving me any information this is what is happening, this is what is happening in school, have fun, and what's up. She's just the whole mockery. Now we're in public actually. I'm sitting in an open space, and she's just saying that out loud. And everyone is looking at, who is this guy? It's embarrassing. She's actually trying to embarrass me, literally. So I just ignore her, do my thing. And then when my colleagues see me, they're like, this guy, are you still a student? What's up with you? And they're not saying, they're just giving you the looks. They're not saying it. So I just lost that touch with them. I wish I knew. I probably acted differently, that time. But I lost that touch with them, and I wasn't following up. So when the exams came for that was year 2. It was very messy. That was the year I had a lot of issues in school. But then fast forward to after I came back in school, that was my year 3. And I met with the guy. His name was NK. He was in the lower set since I was now in the lower set. So NK was like, what's up with you? You're a smart guy. I've been seeing you around school. What are you? And so you're like, this is what I do. This is how it is. And I was he's interested. We started working together, but he was more of the academic person. So he just knew how to, he knows when to work and when to do agreed. So I'm how do you? I just asked him what's up now? How are you managing this thing together? And he shared with me. The whole thing is discipline. So you just know that this is the time you stipulate for this and that. And I think what he told me was discipline, but what he was actually talking about was time management. Before now, I was terrible at time management. Terrible. I didn't even know what time management was. All I knew that I knew that I was not joking with my work time. 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 in the evening was my work time. So I did not care about every other thing. Just the work. I didn't know how to segment. I lost all my friends. Technically, that year I lost all my friends. I only had one friend in my life, and that was Faith. I had Faith, I had Richmond, I had and King. These are my work colleagues. So any other friend I had, we were not talking again because I was not there. And my phone had issues that time. I was using my system, and so nobody was connecting with me. So I lost touch with the entire world. So the time management thing. Oh, let me take tea. I'm coming. Thank God. Okay, so this is easier than I thought. Okay, so now what I learned was, I have to segment my time. You don't use all the time in the world for work. If you do that, it defeats the why you are in school. and the why is also academic excellence. So we had to excuse me, we had to segment that. So I knew, okay, lecture time, and it was in like more follow-ups. AB, it's lecture time, let's be going. And I'm like, can you cover up for me? He's like, cover up, come on, let's be going. So it was that big drag. It was like a big brother figure for me. And let's be going. So we'll go there. And I'll try to lose focus. He just like taps me like, come on, you're in class. Don't do that. Don't, I like to scribble a lot. And that's when even ideas come in more. Like, no, don't scribble. If you're here, make sure that you are here. So it was a big thing for me to reconfigure my mind, but I learned that over and again. Okay, when I'm here, I have to be here. I just kept telling myself, when I'm here, I have to be here. So from there, I started picking up gently. When it got to exams time, I just knew exams time is like, for the first time, no work for me. So I had to save up ahead of exams. So when it got to exams time, I dropped all the work, turned off my laptop and my phones, picked my books and read my life out. And it was like, okay, just think about this as your business presentation, or you're about to do your business. Just go in with that mindset. So are you serious? And it was such an easy switch for me. So I was able to like, okay, wow. If it's business, I'll give him 100%. So I just dropped off the laptop and the whole thing went 100% for it. And the result came out excellent. I was more like CD, and that year I was having like B. Okay. For the first time I saw my result and I'm like, okay, wow. So this was the secret. So I had to do that again. So in the end, that was my 400 level. I went on IT too. So the same thing happened again. IT period, the whole defense thing. I was like, I'm nervous. What am I going to say? It's like, come on, bro. The one that, you do your business presentations. How do you do it? You just think about it that way too. So I went on stage thinking about, okay, this is my business, my branding presentation with a client. This is my lectures and my clients right now. So come on, just talk to them. So they're not like going to bite you, just want to hear from you, hear what you have to propose. See at the climb stage now. This one, that. Everything was like, okay, I didn't have it. The result came out, I had an A. Wow. Are you serious? So, it's just all about identifying your why. Why are you still in school? Why do you want to be here? You figure that out. That means your school is as important as your business. When you identify that, how do you now segment your time? Personally, I work best at night. But then the resources actually in the daytime, like the school light, the Wi-Fi is in school, so that means I have to work in school too. So what I do is, in between my lectures, when I don't have lectures, I have to work. When I don't have lectures, I have to work. I schedule all the conversations, all the calls, all the follow, everything goes to the evening time when I have, when I'm back to the house, because I can do that with my phone. But my system in school, when I don't have lectures, I'm actually doing some designs or doing web designs or whatever work thing I have to do is in daytime because of the resources. But when I get back home, I do the work, I do the remaining work stuff, maybe like scheduling activities for the next day or talking with the client, and then I read before the reading still comes, more of emergency. I do more of emergency reading, maybe like towards close to exams. Do not try this if you do not have faith, and if you know you're not going to be able to dedicate that 24 hours of not doing anything but just reading. Dedicate that time and just go all in for it. So that is all about time management. But there are courses on time management. I could share with you more practical time management tips. You could do like a one-on-one session where I teach you more about time management. And it's not a general thing. My method might not work for you. You have to find your own balance. What will work for you depending on what you do and the time you have at hand. And the other variables, like I said, my own variables was like the fact that light and data is in daytime, so I can't push that to the night. Even with my gen, sometimes you have free lights, and what do you have to go and for gen, So you just make use of that, and then. So those there are a lot of variables too. I have to identify those ones and see how we could craft your own balance for you. So if you do that, my WhatsApp number should be in the description below. So just send me a message on WhatsApp. Let's talk about it. Let's see how we can find help for you. Okay, this is actually a very lengthy episode, but I hope you found value. If you did, please take your time and subscribe to the podcast and share with a friend. It will help someone else, and just stay cool, stay colorful. So see ya in the next episode. Do not forget to subscribe and share this with a friend. Thank you. Oh God, thank you. Thank you for listening, and see ya. Bye. Thank you for listening to Inditalks podcast. This podcast is brought to you by color.com.